What is up, everybody? How are you doing? It is your boy B back here with you once again for another round. A Deal or No Deal right here at MVG Productions. Glad you could be here with me once again. Well, it's another Mystery Monday, and it's another chance for me to see if I can walk out of here with $1 million, possibly more. I don't know. We shall see how the game goes today. As you know, we got a 1 in 26 chance of walking out of here with $1 million. And maybe today's the day I finally can win it. Let's find out as I jump in to playing some Deal or No Deal. Of course, you know, to play the game, it takes guts, a lot of luck, and a great sense of timing in order to win the big money, or at least walk out of here with a lot of it. But in order to play the game, we need cases. So, computer, if you don't mind, give me some cases, please. All right, 26 cases up on the board as always. Each of them has a different amount of money in them. One of them has a big prize, and it's the prize that I'm going after, of course. And that prize is $1 million in cash. And the amounts go all the way down to a single penny. All right, all I got to do to win the big money today is to simply find the case that has $1 million. Let's see. What am I feeling? Well, again, you know, my normal cases I go with are 15 and 25. Those are like my two lucky numbers. But today I'm feeling a little different, so I'm just going to take a second here to kind of vibe check the board and see if I can get an inkling or an idea of a number of some kind. I'm getting a strong pull naturally to 18 first, and then 7 afterward. So 18 or 7. I think I'm going to go with 7 because I sort of was looking at 18 initially, and I'm going to go with 7 because that was the first number that popped in my head afterwards. So lucky 7 today is where we're going. Is this the case with $1 million? I don't know. But we'll find out in about the next 20 minutes or so, because we've got to play the game in order to find out. Of course, we're going to open up the cases one at a time. Whatever in those cases clearly can't be in my case. We start with round 1 by opening up 6 cases, as always. And I'm going to start with and see what my other case would have been under 18. I'm just going to go right forward and see if I was right the second guess myself. I was right, because I would have had $100. So clearly I'm already in a step in the right direction at this point. All right, let's go ahead and take one of my lucky cases here. I'm going to take 15. I'm going to go ahead. I think they're low today. $200, all right. All right, holding on to that prospect. Let's go on and take 25, take it out of the play as well. See, 25 is worth $50. Wow. Okay. Dodged bullets today. All right. So off to a great start. Now we've got to really start playing the game, I guess, at this point. So let's go with number. Let's go with 2. $750. All right. That's 4 in a row. Again, the dream is to have all left side cases for round 1. That makes for a good start. Let's see. next to the 7, of course. What was around it? Ooh, $400,000. All right. It will not be a perfect round. All right. Well, if that was 400,000 on that side, what was on the other side of it? 6. Maybe a small amount here. $75. Okay. All right. Wow. Look at that nice little chunk on the left side I took out there. All right. Of course, now the banker's going to try to buy my case back for me for as little as possible. Try to get me out of here with as very few dollars that is not the million. Let's see. What's your first offer today, Mr. Banker? $30,000. That's actually semi-respectable for a first offer. Usually it's 20 something, but hey, the fact that it cracked 30,000, I'm like, all right, that's a decent start. However, there are still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cases in play that are worth more than that. So, even though I respect your first offer, I'm gonna have to say no deal, because that, as good as that is too early of a first round amount. We can do better. So let's go on. 5 cases now I have to open for round 2. And I'm going to start with 21 in the corner. 21 is worth $25,000. Okay. That was just under my offer. Still good. Honestly, at this point, as long as I keep everything that's $100,000 and above still in play, we'll be fine. Super realistically, I need to keep those bottom 3 cases over there. The 500, the 750, and the million in play. And I'll be fine the rest of this game. But let's go on with, let's go with 10 right here. Open the case. There's $1. Second lowest case up there. Need the penny now. Is today the day I get the penny in 1? Let's find out. Penny in 1. Come on, penny. No, I get 1,000 times the penny, which is $10. Still a great amount. 6 aces left on the left side. Doing fantastic. 2 more. Let's go with the opposite corner. 26. What was the last case to be dealt up there? 200,000. Okay. Not what I wanted to see, but again, still relatively okay at this point. 1 case. I'm just feeling like this left side's been okay. Let's take her at 14, just to clear that whole right side out. We'll reshuffle the cases in. $400. Okay. All right, through 11 picks, I am 8 on the left, 3 on the right. That's a great run. Doing just a little bit better than, guess, would that be what, 77%? Let's see what the offer jumps to. Now, hold on. You mean to tell me as good as that round was, even though, again, unlocked, that hit the $200,000, you went up $6,000? You went from, okay, I respect you for that first offer, but no thank you, to, oh my God, you're a cheapskate once again, you little bastard. No deal. Right. Okay. So that was the thing. And now we're going to try to make this thing a little bit better as I go to round 3 as I open up 4 cases now. This has now become the game of penny search. Where is that penny? Is the penny in 9? Let's find out. Nope, 75,000. I would consider that the line. I stepped on the line, but we hadn't stepped over yet, so we're still alright. Unlucky for some, lucky for others. 13. Ooh, 300,000. Okay. Definitely stepped over the line that time. Alright, but again, as long as I keep that bottom 3 block together, we're fine. We are fine. Let's just complete that sort of diagonal with the 19 in the corner. Come on, Penny. 5,000. Okay. Fair. That is absolutely fair. And let's go one more time with, vibing with 23. Let's go. His Royal Airness, the true GOAT of basketball, Michael Jordan, was worth $750,000. Yikes. That's the first one that really, really hurts. It sucks. However, still a chance at $500,000 and $1 million up there. And now this, because that round was not nearly as great as the previous ones, the banker's going to tank my offer. Or maybe not. I genuinely thought he was just going to be like, no, you don't get no more money. But apparently 58,000. Okay. Looking at the board, only 3 cases left. This is round 4, so I have to open up 3 cases. Only 2 big amounts left. I'm kind of in a danger zone if I play on. This is where Yep, this is where the net poker slogan comes in. It's the game of high risk leading to high reward. I say no deal. Yes, normally this is where the point of the game where I would call on my help to help me figure out where I'm going to go on this one. But I have nobody here in the studio today. It is just literally me, myself, and I. And Seamus hasn't even got here yet because it's super early. So, we'll see. For now, I'm going to have to go on and try to win some money on my own. Let's start with 11. How about a penny here? Thank you! Alright, I will leave with no less than $5. That's almost a pizza from Little Caesars. Let's see if I can't get that pizza with number 5 for 5. Come on. Let it be the day. 5 for 5 right here. 5 for 25. Okay. Still a low amount. All right. I can't knock them both out this round. I can still knock out one, so I got to be careful. Looking for 300 or 500 on this last pick of the round. I'm feeling... Nope, I'm not going down the Swifty route. I'm not feeling 22. No thank you. But this is the point where I will climb Jason's tree to hopefully find just a little bit of money. I don't need it all. I need just a little bit. Like $5 would be great, because he knows I'll replan it later. $1,000, babies. All right, I'll take it. All right. That is not bad. 8 amounts left. $5, 300, 500, 10,000, 50,000, 100,000, $500,000, full mill. All right, Mr. Banker. I have at least tilted the scales back to even. I haven't completely tilted them back in my favor, but they're definitely even. And even's worth $114,000 right now. Okay. As most of you know out there who've been longtime viewers of the channel, you know I try to play these games like if I was on the actual show, what would I do in this situation? As good as I feel right now, $114,000 realistically sets me up good. Debt's paid. I have a down payment, if not most of a payment completed on my a brand new house. Helps my mom get her few bills paid up, and life is good at that point, you know? But the question is, would I be willing to risk $114,000 on 2 more picks, knowing that I could end up losing both and losing that amount, and the most I could walk away with is $100,000, and even then I'd have to earn it back. The combination of risk reward here is where I would struggle just a little bit. But I look at it from the aspect of 6 cases up there are good, 2 are terrible. And hopefully I have one of them, one of those terrible cases in my hand, which is either the 500,000 or the million. Because if I win either one of those, that's a win in my book. I don't care what anybody else says. But in order to win it, I got to be in it. So, one time, no deal. Yep. Game says it right there. $1 million is the landmine we want to avoid. If we can get past this round with both those cases in play, I only have to pick one case at a time, and there's no way I can knock them both out in a single round. But I got to get past this round first to tilt the scales in my favor. So let's try it now. Let's see if 24 has my $5 case. Show me the $5. There's $5, all right. $500,000. And now the scale tips back to the banker again. One case to open. All right, if it wasn't 24, how about little 4? 4 for 5? There it is. All right. I didn't get away with what I wanted, but I did find the $5 case. So that'll at least counteract some of the damage I did by losing the $500,000. 6 cases left in play. 2 of them are worth 6 figures. The rest, not so much. Really, honest to God, we'll be considering this offer right here. I have a magic number in my head. Let's see if the banker reaches it. $143,000. Okay. Again, same scenario as last time. There's just an extra, let's see, $29,000, I think. Yep. $29,000 added to that for 143 grand. Like I said, if my mother would be with me on the show, and I could hear her screaming at me to take that money, because that takes care of a lot of things. But again, the odds, I set it up like this. If the $1 million is still up there on the stage, I have an 80% chance of dodging it, which is 4 out of 5. I'll do it once. I'm not sure if I'll do it twice. But honestly, 143,000 was not the magic number I had in mind. So I'm going to say no deal and play on. And this is where my mother might have a heart attack and pass out. So would my wife, Sunny, too. But you know, I'd be like, Mom, that's when I would tell them both, like, I know numbers, I know statistics, I know facts. And I know that there's an 80% chance that I can dodge the $1 million, which is all I'm concerned about at this point. Every other thing, to get to the $1 million, I have to open up everything else if I want the $1 million if it's in my case. So we have to start that process now, and I feel confident enough to do it one time. And I feel that the number I'm going to take was one that popped in my head when I was starting the round 1, and I left it alone for a minute because it was the last sort of number I stared at before I closed my eyes. But I'm going to go with it, 17. And what, again, I just want to see anything that's not $1 million. And I'm good. Open the case. And this is where my mother yells at me, for sure. Ugh. Yep, that is definitely the only thing I can say to that is just. Well, Hi, Mr. Banker. You win the day. What's my new offer? Wow. All the way back to the beginning at this point. That hurts. I lost $120,000 with that $1 million case. I'm not taking it. We're playing this one out. And honestly, I feel like like I said, had I gotten past that round, whatever the next offer was, there was a 90% chance I was going to take it. But now we're here at this point. All right, Taylor Swift, I was avoiding you like the plague. I should have been feeling 22, I guess. What was 22 worth? $500, all right. Second lowest amount up there, all right. That improves my odds, improves my standings, but now the question is now the time to get out, or do I play on? Let's see, new offer. 32,000. All right. I'm back to where I started this game from, which again I thought was a respectable offer. And given it 70% chance, what I've got, it says 75% chance of avoiding the huge amounts, but you know, if the 100,000's up there again, it's really 2 out of 3. I'm playing on. I said at this point, I feel defeated from losing the million under freaking 17, which is rare that it's 17 for me. All right. If we can get rid of the 300, I'll feel at least a little bit better. I'll walk away with a minimum of 10 grand. And I think it's not under 12, so let's go 12. Give me $300. Please. $50,000. Okay. It was not the big one. However, it was one I wanted to keep and play a little bit longer. 3 cases left. One's worth 300, one's worth 10 grand, one's worth 100 grand. Again, the fact that the 100 grand's still in play, offer should go up a little bit. Maybe 36,000 at most. Oh, 37. I was close. See, I'd make a good banker for the show. I absolutely could do it. Let's see, 37. Do I trust myself on a coin flip? I'm going to tell you right now, the next case that I'm picking is 20. I'm going to pick 20. However, I think the 20 has the 100,000 in it, and I don't trust myself. So I will take the $37,000 and call it a day. Deal. Again, could have had so much more had I just not picked $1 million in that one round. I would have taken the offer. Could have probably had about closer to 200 grand. But hey, 37,000 is nothing to sneeze at. That's more than what I haven't. That's more than what I've probably made over the last year. Feels like. Yes, folks, I do work for tips, and I don't make much at all. Well, let's see how well I would have done. I said I was going to pick 20. And I think the 20 had the 100,000. That was just gut feeling. I was right. I would have stabbed myself in the foot twice, and I'm like, nope. Made the mistake the first time, won't do it the second time. Final offer would have been $5,300. So I've already know I've made a great deal today. Because one case had 10,000, one had 300. I just sold my case for $37,000, and I caused the banker to lose $27,000 more. See, I felt better about that. I felt better. So see, the 7 was right when I picked the case initially. However, I need to put a 1 in front of it to make the 17, and that would have gotten me the $1 million today. But $37,000 on a $10,000 case, that's a $27,000 profit, and that is definitely a win no matter where you come from, where I come from. That's winning for sure. And that's what I like to do here on Deal or No Deal, and that's all I got time for today. So thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more great, intense Deal or No Deal moments similar to what I just went through in that game, check out the full Deal or No Deal playlist here on the channel. And if you want to subscribe to see more great game show games like this in the past, present, and future, click that subscribe button down below and ring the bell. That way you never miss out on all the fun and games going down here at MVG Productions. But in the meantime, between time, until my game apparently crashes and I'm just going to say goodbye for now, I'm your host, Brandon Scruggs, saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. So long, everybody.